Most people think you need millions of views to succeed on YouTube, and honestly, that single belief is why most real businesses never even get started on the platform. But what if the goal isn't fame? This guide is going to show you how to use YouTube not as a lottery ticket, but as a serious tool to build a real, sustainable business.
This one idea stops so many people dead in their tracks. It's a fundamental misunderstanding of how YouTube actually works for a business. So if you've ever thought, ugh, the platform is just too crowded, or I'll never get enough subscribers to matter, I'm about to show you why those things really aren't what you should be focused on.
So, if chasing views isn't the answer, then what is? That's the big question we're going to break down. We're going to look at how to build an actual business foundation on YouTube. And let me be clear, this is not about shortcuts or gaming the system. This is about building something that actually lasts. In fact, you're about to see why some channels with massive view counts are actually struggling to make ends meet, while other creators with these tiny, focused channels are quietly building incredible businesses. They're playing a completely different game. This is the exact path we're going to walk through, a clear guide to get you from zero to your first business results. But pay attention, because there's a small mistake in the very first step that causes most people to fail before they even get any momentum. Okay, let's dive right in with the single most important mindset shift you need to make. Seriously, everything else we're going to talk about is built right on top of this. When you're chasing views, you're just trying to please an algorithm, a piece of code. But when you focus on building trust, you're building a relationship with a real person. And here's the bottom line. If people don't trust you, they will never buy from you. Period. All the views in the world are just noise without that trust. And this isn't just a theory. A business owner I know generated over $15,000 in sales from a single video. The crazy part, that video has less than 2,000 views. So how is that even possible? Because it was never about reaching everyone. It was about building deep trust with the right viewers who really needed his help.
Okay, so how do you find those right viewers? Well, I can tell you it's not by picking some broad, trendy niche. That's another one of those common traps.
Think about it. Your ideal customer isn't typing personal finance into the search bar. No way. They're looking for a solution to a specific, painful problem they have right now. A broad niche makes you compete with massive channels. A specific business problem lets you become the go-to expert for a dedicated audience. Answering this one question is the key to everything. It gives your channel a real purpose. You're not just making videos anymore. Your content becomes a magnet for your perfect customer. And once you have this clarity, I promise you, everything else gets a whole lot easier. So once you know the exact problem you're solving, your content has one simple job: to prove that you're the person who can solve it. This is not about being flashy or entertaining, it's about being genuinely useful. Your videos become assets that build your authority and credibility. Think of it this way: every helpful video you make is like a skilled employee who works for you 24/7, bringing in qualified customers for years to come.
Okay, a quick reality check here. If this process feels slow, you are doing it right. Building a real business is supposed to feel different than chasing viral trends. It's methodical, it's intentional. So if it feels like you're carefully laying bricks instead of just hoping for a lucky break, you are on the right track.
So you've earned their attention and their trust. What's next? You need a simple, easy way to start a conversation with them somewhere other than the YouTube comments section. And look, this doesn't have to be complicated or feel salesy at all. You're just inviting people who want more help to take the next logical step. These simple actions turn your channel from just a passive library of content into an active machine for finding customers.
Now, this is the part where a lot of people get stuck. They build the audience, they earn the trust, but they're afraid to actually sell anything. This final step is what turns all of your hard work into a real, functioning business.
This is the fear that paralyzes so many people. But here's the mindset shift. The goal of your very first offer isn't to be perfect. The goal is simply to start a conversation with your first few customers and learn directly from their feedback. And this is where the whole thing starts to accelerate. When you actually serve clients, you get a much deeper understanding of their problems. And that in turn gives you amazing ideas for your next YouTube videos. It becomes this perfect feedback loop. Okay, so let's pull back and connect all of these dots. Let's look at the actual sustainable system that you're building with this approach. And there it is. This is the system. It's not a lottery ticket. It's a cycle. Each piece reinforces the others. The more helpful content you create, The more trust you build, the more customers you serve, the better your future content becomes. This is a system that gets stronger over time.
If you remember just one thing from this whole guide, please let it be this. Forget trying to become a YouTuber. Forget the algorithm. Just focus on becoming genuinely useful to a specific type of person and use YouTube as the tool to show them you can help.
Look, it's so easy to overestimate what you can do in a month and get discouraged. But it's a huge mistake to underestimate what you can build in 12 months of consistent, focused effort. Patience is your real competitive advantage here. If you want more practical guides on how to use YouTube to build a real business without the hype, make sure you subscribe. We're here to help you cut through all the noise and build something that actually lasts. Thanks for watching.